Tonight, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. Being chased out left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in there by Crowder. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Here's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Back deep, Trent Taylor. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Burrow on play action. They'll roll him out right. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Once again, they run with Mixon. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. Now it's Burrow. Again, that's Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Man open, here is Crowder. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Allen. This is brought in by the tight end Tommy Sweeney. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From midfield, here's Allen. Flush to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McKenzie. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And that's on the guard, Cody Ford. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 15 now. Allen on the catch. It's Crowder. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. To return is Taylor. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Burrow will throw. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen going deep for Diggs. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Allen going to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Madden rising now on to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taylor now returning it. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And they will take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin with a run by Mixon. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mixon with a first down carry. He'll get this down to the 38. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mixon up the middle. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 63 yards on the ground in his first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throw left side caught by the tight end Hurst. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now Burrow. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On first down, Allen. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
So still 14 yards to go, second down.
Here's Allen to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
He'll buy some time right.
Open man downfield is Chase. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the NFC Championship game held earlier today. And it is the Arizona Cardinals who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this AFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
They go play action with Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket.
Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
T. Higgins
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Allen now looks to throw. This one caught by Crowder. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Taylor now to return it. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And here come the Bills. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To the air, Allen. Airing one out for Crowder.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Again, it's Mixon. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read.
And a good stiff arm and some space to run. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 162 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jamar Chase. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it is 42-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Allen now on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Allen again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is out of bounds up past the 10. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. T. Higgins out on offense with the rest of his teammates for this next drive. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's been a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but...
We're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
223 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Now Burrow on 1st down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a... Back, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen flushed out right. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The Bills on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Allen. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest, but now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly, but they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Another try for Mixon. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. safe to say we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
A high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight.
And here's Taylor on the return.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Allen.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Without much defensive resistance on that drive, and really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario like what...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked by Logan Wilson.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but
I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Inside handoff to Mixon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Burrow on play action. Flush to his right. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better?
And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe with a pick. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make... the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys, but being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. CD, it'll go into the books as just 1 win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the 4th quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it was really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.